Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Thursday, April 8th, 2021, and I am Carly Speck. Abuse and neglect in migrant facilities, Virginia's decision to legalize marijuana, and more coming up next on Texan TV. In campus news, the 2021 Just-in-Time Job Fair is being held virtually on Zoom today until 3 p.m. This job fair is a great opportunity to speak to employers about career trends and employment opportunities. Also, the Teacher Virtual Job Fair is tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is said to be another great opportunity to speak to employers about potential opportunities. These career fairs give students the chance to find full-time jobs and explore internships. Registration is required to join for both fairs and can be done via handshake. In local news, the Stephenville Empire Tribune reports that a new program has been created to encourage citizens to participate in cleanups of public areas. The Adopt a Spot program includes parks, trails, rivers, and medians. This program is available for individuals, organizations, and businesses who agree to keep a designated spot clean for a period of 1 year. An application must be submitted to Adopt a Spot, and if accepted, a sign-bearing name of participants and organizations will be placed in the area. For more information, contact the Parks and Recreation Department at 254-918-1205. And now today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. Texas child welfare officials have received 3 reports claiming abuse and neglect at a San Antonio migrant facility. This is the first investigation state officials have announced will take place in response to these allegations. In addition to the abuse claims, accusations against the migrant facility also include understaffing, children not being fed, and children with COVID not being separated from those who don't. Another facility in Midland is being questioned in regards to its safety after allegations received resulted in an ongoing criminal investigation. Emergency facilities such as the San Antonio and Midland sites were hastily constructed by the U.S. government after an influx of unaccompanied minors. When staffing the emergency facilities, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services waived the standard procedures used for permanent facilities like fingerprinting and background checks for caregivers. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services had no comment on any specific cases, but did state that it has a zero-tolerance policy for all forms of abuse. In national news, yesterday, Virginia became the first southern state to legalize marijuana. Starting July 1st, adults 21 and up will be able to possess up to an ounce of marijuana without the intent to sell. It also states that 4 plants per household are allowed to be grown, but public use of cannabis will not be allowed. Democrats said that the bill was an essential step to end what state figures show is biased treatment towards people of color with the current marijuana laws. Republicans stated that the move to legalize cannabis is being rushed by activists and overwhelmingly oppose the bill. Virginia's governor stated that he is heartened by everything that was done to make Virginia stronger, fairer, and more equitable. In international news, Holocaust survivors from all over the world are coming together to warn and educate the public. After a rise in anti-Semitism during the COVID-19 pandemic, the survivors are taking to social media to explain that hate speech played a pivotal role in the Holocaust. Using the hashtag #ItStartedWithWords, they aim to educate others on the Nazis' tactic of dehumanizing Jewish people far before any of the death camps were even established. Using facts and experiences that they lived through, as well as a timeline documenting the evolution of their own mistreatment, the survivors plan to educate, remind, and hopefully change the damage words can have. For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. President Biden is expected to announce a series of executive actions to address gun violence on Thursday. One action would require background checks for people buying homemade firearms, often known as ghost guns. Texas Governor Greg Abbott says allegations of child abuse and neglect at a San Antonio facility holding teenage migrants are under investigation. A county official who toured the facility multiple times disputes most of the allegations, saying the facility is clean and safe. Syria's state-run news agency says Israel fired missiles near the Syrian capital of Damascus. It quotes a military official who says Syrian air defenses shot down most of the missiles. And federal statistics show Michigan now leads the U.S. in new coronavirus cases. Michigan's health director says the state is fighting the virus by vaccinating more people instead of imposing new restrictions. Mike Hempen, the Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports, the Chinese government asked Washington not to boycott the Winter Olympics that are taking place in Beijing next year. The Biden administration is talking with allies about creating a joint approach to confronting the human rights issues in China over the past year. A foreign ministry spokesman denied all accusations of abuse against ethnic minorities in China. Human rights activists are urging people to boycott the Games. The Winter Olympics are set to start in February of 2022. And now for the weather, we turn to Ashley Cassidy.
Good afternoon, Texans. Today we're looking at a high of 86 and a low of 61 with clear, sunny skies all day. It'll continue to warm up tomorrow with a high of 91 and remain warm and sunny throughout the weekend. Have a great day, Texans. Back to Carly.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by Carissa Cole, Gage Leftwich, and Ashley Cassidy. Have a wonderful day, Texans.